It's a chilly day on the porch, Ian.
Oh, my brother, I am, as you can see, adorned. I just got in from being out with the dogs, and
Oh,
woo,
in a word,
it is
woo.
chilly.
Yes, indeed. How are you, my friend?
I'm well, thank you. I'm well. Sarah's brother and family came in from Michigan for a very brief visit this weekend to ring in the new year,
Outstanding.
and
Did you stay up
that
to
was
midnight?
wonderful. And you holidays treated you well, I'm guessing.
We went to New York, which was fun.
Yeah, I
Uh,
saw a picture.
yep, saw the Patriots really have a tough one against the Jets.
Boy.
Um, it was all Pats fans.
Yeah.
I have never been anywhere where it's just the opposite. The opposing team is the entire stands. The entire stands. Um,
Do you think, did you get a sense while you were there that the Jets fans have just given up?
yeah, there was. I find the guy that was behind me was very representative. There was a big ceremony for the Hall of Fame Fan of the Year for the Jets, and the guy had season tickets since '86. And the guy behind me was like, "I've had season tickets since '84. This is stupid. What's going on?" And every time the quarterback bets, he's like, "Is this what we've got? Is this all we've got?" It was pretty hilarious. And he just like he knew. He kept saying, "We're surrounded by Pats fans. We're surrounded by Pats fans." And he was angry, and I enjoyed. Gosh, I just enjoyed it. Just the
Because
right
I
amount of
mean,
tension.
it even seems, if I can use Sam Darnold as an example, it seems like people leaving the Jets thrive.
Yes, and I saw
Um,
an article with the guy, one of the wideouts for the Seattle Seahawks, saying, "I play for Sam Darnold. He's the man." And laces poison, I think.
because I even said in one of our messages, based on previous performances, I do not think Sam Darnold's a man. But after last night,
Yeah.
I may have to put some salt on those words and savor them because he looked strong and they
Oh man.
shut down. I mean, honestly, what a pretty boring game in
Yes.
terms of offense. But San Francisco, who put up 400 something yards the week before, uh, nothing yesterday, a field goal. Because I thought Purdy looked incredible last week, but I guess it's obviously all about the opponent. Um,
Seattle and I would say Denver, they're just quietly just
yeah,
dominating.
Bo
I do think
Nix.
that May's route to the MVP would be if the Broncos lose and pass to the number one seed. Then I'll say he might have a shot at it because Stafford's fifth seed.
Yeah,
Um, so
and after the last outing, uh,
right, right,
2 weeks ago,
yeah.
or was it last week? I think it was
No, it was
last week,
last
maybe.
week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was rough for
Yes.
Matthew. And I
I
felt for him because I like him and I want him to
no.
do well. Obviously, I prefer Drake do better, but still, I got nothing in Stafford. He seems to have escaped the whole Detroit curse, maybe also Detroit and the Jets and Cleveland. They just seem. It's so interesting when you've got all these teams that have the same alleged salary cap and they just can't put together
Yeah.
the winning mix and they keep getting stars and people with potential. And
Right.
I mean, I wasn't didn't Jared Goff play better with Los Angeles than he did when he's doing with Detroit? And
Absolutely. And
uh
when I was watching the game there, I was like, you can't win without a quarterback. But if Darnold is, who knows how many Sam Darnolds there are out there who just ended up
right.
playing with the wrong organization forever.
Well, and even the I've forgotten his name, the former head coach who's now, what is he, defensive coordinator with San Francisco, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
I thought he was, or Tampa, one of the red teams, but even he's thriving
Yeah.
after having left the Jets, which is, it makes me feel bad for him. I mean, we grew up in a very difficult Boston fan time,
Correct.
certainly for baseball and football, and
If I
I
may offer
empathize.
this for New York, it was so easy to take a bus from Port Authority to the game and get out and walk across a parking lot, and it was nothing. It was so easy. And then
That's fantastic.
and then leaving, growing up in Boston with I remember Sullivan Stadium, where the Pats played. They're so uncomfortable. They're so poorly Fenway. Come on.
Yeah.
And you walk around like New York actually understands how to move masses of people from one place to another. It's pretty incredible.
They have maybe, well, I don't know. Their design is better, whatever it is.
Now, did you get a look at the picture that I sent you from the golf picture?
I did.
Okay. Um,
Is there a way to share it?
Daniel assures me that he's going to be able to share the images that I sent on this. I don't normally encourage people to actually watch the video portion of this regularly.
Yeah.
But we did have a request from Barry to discuss the picture that I sent you on your.
It's a marvelous picture. I remember the day well. It's a marvelous picture. There's so many things to unpack. And go ahead. Are you showing it, or is that?
He'll plug it in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's I think was it Barry who mentioned the shoes?
Yes.
Oh God, all three of us.
White socks.
Oh, I don't have much to say. And
your hair was feathered.
When,
you combed that.
It was. I don't think I combed it. I think it was just naturally wavy.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I
That's from riding your horse that day.
I rarely put much attention to my hair with the brush or the comb. I kind of washed it and let it do its thing, and it fluffed up. I never purposely had a fluffy thing. It just happened. And I will admit, not knowing at all in the 80s and being from where I was raised and my family and so forth, I had no idea ever what to do with my hair. I just let it be there. And
Your dad wasn't a big help with that? That's fine.
I don't think it was ever a positive attribute of mine. Fortunately, I no longer have to worry about that. So,
hey, freedom. Am I right?
Because, I mean, I don't know how John is. She's got quite a head of hair.
Head of hair. It's fantastic.
But between Sarah and Emma and Riley, it's the drying and the shaping. I think Emma's got 27 different sculpting tools. I don't know that to be true, but there are many cylindrical. There's this kind of wave, that kind of wave. There's the straightener. I don't know why if you heat it up, they all can't do the same thing. But I don't. Oh, the flat iron. There's another. I don't know, but I'm. Well, it really cuts down on the shower time when you don't have to deal with that.
John at one time said, "I look better without hair than I did with hair," and that was the
the girls say that all the time.
Ever had it?
Yep.
Only time I've ever talked to her about it.
The girls say that all the time. They see pictures of me and they're like, "You look weird with hair." Well, cool. That's great. But yeah, I think if that was the same day that I'm thinking of, I'm pretty sure that was the three-wheeled golf cart incident that we may have mudded it, and I say we generously.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yes, but I think there's a picture of that somewhere out there with at least half of the cart in the mire.
It was one of those old golf carts that just had the front wheel, like the single front wheel,
yeah. with the swivelly. Yeah, so cool.
No steering wheel.
No,
that's fantastic.
No,
I believe for some reason I was wearing wool socks in that image.
Oh, but they were scrunched down.
Yeah, they were. I'm gonna say I wore them deliberately. I chose to wear them, and I thought they looked better scrunched down.
Well, it's more tan that way, obviously.
Paired with the Ocean Pacific shorts.
Mm-hmm.
I was killing it. Champion T-shirt.
Yeah, and old style head cover with the pom pom.
Just perfect.
Yeah.
And Michael standing next to us, locking us down.
He actually looks fairly fashionable, except for the pleats. But I mean, I know they were in for a while. I had some pleats.
I heard pleats are back.
Are they?
I heard pleats and 3/4 zips.
Oh, 3/4 zips. Yeah, you see those all over.
Yeah, they're apparently very, very hip.
Yeah. Well, This zips all the way down, so I don't.
Well, so I was.
So
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
go ahead.
No, you.
I took a look at the. We talked about looking at 25 in a little more detailed
Yeah.
fashion, and the things that I could remember. And I don't know if I'm just a product of the news cycle or what, but the things I could remember, I was trying really hard to find some positivity globally in
Mm,
25 because, you know, tariffs, California wildfires, Elon Musk and his whole, I don't even know what to call it. I think he finally decided that politics weren't for him. The way
yeah, maybe his
Zelensky was,
disappearance is an upswing.
right? That's the flip side.
Yeah.
Zelensky, the way he was treated in the Oval Office by Vance and the Orange Menace, the
Yeah.
ICE activity, the Gaza Strip, Charlie Kirk, all this stuff. I didn't. I was like, something positive happened to be, and I was like, didn't the Pope? Wasn't the Pope from Chicago? That's positive,
Pope's from Chicago. Yeah.
right? And
And
then I was like,
White Sox fan.
that's right,
Yeah.
that's right. And then I don't know if I was thinking like Ozempic. I don't know if that's. Do you have a lot of people in your circle who have you noticed have had incredible weight loss in the past few months?
Yes.
And I mean, is it a positive? I suppose if it does what it's supposed to against diabetes and things, I guess
And
that's
that's the
good,
one thing in adherence to this administration's strict policy of no fatties.
right?
The prices have gone down tremendously on Ozempic.
So that begs the question: why isn't Donnie on the Ozempic? Because he doesn't seem to be availing himself of that government-sponsored opportunity.
Yeah, I don't. But he is the healthiest man in the world. So.
Right. But that just makes me think about, well, maybe he knows something that the users don't. I don't know. I mean, we have to wait for long-term effects like anything else. And I hope there are none. I hope it all works out. I mean, it's the dream drug, right?
Yep.
People who've been struggling with weight their whole lives have been waiting for something, take a pill, take a shot, and it goes away. I mean, certainly I've gone through my own bouts.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm a little wary of injecting myself with something because I don't know if you know this about me, Brian, but I don't have a lot of medical background. I don't, I haven't done a great
Yeah.
deal of research.
I don't think science guy when I think of Ian. Uh,
But I started looking at sports and then I was like, well, you can't have a discussion without talking about Otani.
mm,
It was just could you have imagined in our childhood if I don't know who was a big home run hitter, Jim Rice during our time, George Foster, if these guys had then
sure.
struck out 10 people
Yeah.
the same game they hit 3 home runs, um, just monster.
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem to be under any kind of performance enhancing things. I don't know how to tell, but I mean, he's not like his face didn't get huge like Bonds and
Yeah.
McGuire and the guys that were jacking,
Yeah.
and Sosa.
I
He
do
just seems
think
naturally incredible.
I do think he knew that his assistant stole millions of dollars from him. I don't
Well,
think.
yeah.
I don't think.
Yep.
But on the field,
Yep.
amen.
Right?
Go get him. No, I don't want to. See, you're trying to be positive, and I'm just going to sit here and go, boop,
No,
which is
no,
awful.
that's all
Which
right.
is awful.
Uh, 8 million people escaped extreme poverty, I read.
All right.
Do you have any idea what the barometer is for extreme poverty in the US?
I don't.
I didn't either, and I thought it would be like an annual salary thing, but it's apparently living on less than $3 a day.
Wow.
That's rough,
That's rough.
especially looking at the McDonald's menu that's gone through the roof. I mean, remember Tom Hanks's character in the terminal when he was returning those carts for quarters and
And he wanted
he was getting
$1.
like a Burger King cheeseburger, whatever, 50 cents. I think those days are past.
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
know. But anyway, that's like, and I was trying to look for a lot of national positive things. I stumbled across something. Apparently, New York City is now controlling the rats. Did you find that when you were there?
I did not see a single rat.
There it is.
And I did see an interview with the new mayor, and he said his favorite bagel place was the bagel place that I went to with Peyton
Shut
because it
up.
was around the corner, Apollo Bakery.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the standout thing for you?
I had Peyton had and John and both had the lox and
Yeah,
cream cheese,
tremendous. One of my
and
favorite
I
things.
and I had tomato and cream cheese.
Okay. But
And
was the bagel itself like something that resonated with you?
yeah, oh yeah, it was fantastic. And they only do plain sesame everything,
Okay.
and
Well, that takes the
they have like three menu items, and the line is of course ridiculous, but it was fantastic.
so is there anywhere in Maine that you could equate? Was it the dough? I mean, you always hear about it's the water in New
Yeah,
York. The pizza
yeah.
dough and the bagels, it's always the water. I have no idea what that means, but
It's the contrast, I think. Of the hard crust, the soft in the
sure.
middle.
Okay.
I just don't. And the consistency of it. It's just it was darn good. It was darn good.
Fair.
We
Yeah. All right.
went to our son's apartment, and we all sat on a couch because his apartment isn't big enough to have a table. And I'm sorry, I shouldn't call it an apartment. He calls it his house because he's bought it. Although it's about 480 square feet.
Whatever he paid for it, I am certain he will make a profit when he's ready to release it.
Amen. It was
It's New York,
essentially free.
right?
Yeah, it's nothing. Do you want to talk about James? I don't. Are people going to read this? I don't. I don't know if we want to give
I don't
your
know.
sticking
Uh,
point away.
two, two, two people with whom I spoke over the past 3 days, and I talked about the novel. One of them was my sister-in-law, who said,
Mm-hmm.
I read it, and she said, no. And I went, no, what? She said, well, how far are you? And I said, oh, I'm about halfway. And she said, so you don't know yet? And I said, no, I don't know yet. And she said, well, no. And I said, okay. Um, but she admitted that there were parts of it that were crafty and well written, and I don't remember exactly what she said. But she respected the work, but did not care for how it ended. And my very good friend Nancy Arena, with whom I taught for a number of years, and is now splitting her time between the U.S. and London. I happened to catch her when she was here, and we had coffee yesterday, and she's like, she gave me a look that is I've come to know as one of I don't understand how you could possibly think that, and she's smarter than I'll ever be. So when she put up that look, I was like, oh, what? And she's like, no. She said, when you get to the end, I want you to text me no. And I said, okay, because we both taught Huck Finn for a number of years, and I won't reveal anything to the people other than I thought the writing was clever, brilliant. The premise was very, very cool. Admittedly, one I hadn't thought of. Um, but I will agree with the two reviewers with whom I spoke and say that I cannot accept the big reveal, but I won't reveal anything. What was you and Jeff were excellent about not saying a thing over text, because I kept texting you about it and neither one of you said anything, which is thank you.
Hmm.
But what I'm interested in your thoughts.
When I because I taught it recently for the first time, and
Yep.
where when we got to that part, I can understand an opposition to it. I have to preface all this with I don't hold Huck Finn super precious. I don't
Okay.
I don't love it.
No, I didn't either. And I just stopped teaching it the whole thing. And I just started using parts of it
Yeah.
because I think the message can be obtained without all of Twain's narrative.
My my point was, oh, all right. So even if we don't agree with it necessarily, what point is he making? And I think that the point that he is making is the illusion of race.
Yep.
And,
Okay.
and just with Norman, who could pass, sort of I think set that up a little bit.
Right.
And I don't know, maybe we could talk more about it. Give the people another couple of weeks to
Give the people some time. Sure.
and
Sure.
and if anybody wants to reach out and say, hey, don't talk about it, then we won't.
Right. That's totally fine. I am accepting text.
We were,
But so you read is So Much Blue? That's one you talked about
yeah,
last time. So you obviously read that before you read James.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
I am curious as to how your AP students reacted to it, or did you?
To James.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did they have any knowledge of Huck before they went into James?
Well, someone very near and dear to both of us, young Daniel,
Uh-huh.
was in a eighth grade play, Huck Finn, at
Hello.
in his middle school, where they just kind of didn't really. The slavery stuff was kind of inconvenient to the story that the eighth
Of
grade
course.
teacher wanted to teach.
Yep.
So it was just a couple dudes on a raft, and
Yep.
and some fence painting, etc.
Okay.
Um,
the
but
on the point of the race, it was just the acceptance.
yeah,
The acceptance of this is our position and this is what we have to do to adopt to it. And I mean, obviously that existed and we knew that existed, but what Elliot suggested, or Everett, excuse me, suggested was something I hadn't considered before. And that's what made me so fascinated. And I thought what drove the book so well, because it was just so clever.
absolutely.
I just thought it was clever.
Uh, you know, for we had I thought in class we had an excellent discussion about race that went very much deeper and than I think anywhere else, in the building would have happened. And I was really proud of how the kids handled
Yep.
it. And yeah, I'm really glad I did it. I'm definitely going to do it again. Daniel says I should do it again. He's nodding.
Yep.
Um,
When to your point, when given the opportunity, and the honesty and the vulnerability, I've found that most of the time students respond to that sort of thing. And we had similar discussions with when we did Morrison's short story, Recitative. I think I'm pronouncing that right. When she's got two girls, one black, one white, in an orphanage, and she goes through a story where they meet over and over and over again throughout their lives, and she never tells you, except at the beginning, that one's white and one's black, but she never tells you. And she just used all these societal markers and even consumerism and all kinds of things and I would have kids identify who they thought based on what she did. And they were great discussions.
yeah.
And everyone was always, everyone was very careful, offering caveats. This is what society says, and this is, not based on my experience, but so and so and so and so. And she was a genius at making you look at stereotypes and trying to debunk them all and suggesting that we can't look at characters in that way. So anyway, it's great. I'm glad you did, and I'm glad you're doing it again. I suggested it to Miss Cavarud, who teaches junior honors, because one of the AP Lit teachers I talked to wasn't a fan. So I said, well, she teaches some parts of Huck, so maybe do this a little companion piece or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Again, I'm not too precious about the original work. And one thing I did do was, if you ever get a chance to read the story Cultural Appropriation by Percival Everett,
Okay.
it's about a guy who picks up you'll have to read it. It's too
Okay.
complicated.
I will.
I have a question from a caller.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am.
I have not heard this question. Here we go.
Hey, Brian and Ian. It's Sid. Child of Brian. Big fan of the podcast. I'm currently calling in from London with my lovely partner, Yaz.
Hey.
And we are coming off 2 days of crazy party stuff. It's,
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I currently lost my voice because of karaoke the night before. And I was just wondering, do you have any wild and crazy college party stories? Were you club, another club? Did you still make it to class the next day? I'd love to hear all about it, as long as it's appropriate. Much love to you guys.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Oh, Sid.
Okay.
Awesome.
That is Sid and Yaz.
So good to hear them.
We are we're big fans of Yaz. All right.
I love the name. Is it just as it sounds? Is it YAZ, like upstairs at Eric's?
Yasmin.
Okay. Oh, very cool. Love it.
Um,
I don't know how to answer that.
I don't know how
You
to
go.
answer it either. I will tell you that I was not a great student my first 2+ years.
Nope.
In fact, academic probation was something that I experienced.
Same.
And I realized finally that I had to get on campus at 8 a.m. every day. And so once I made that decision, because if I slept in, I was done. I wasn't going to do anything. So even if we enjoyed ourselves the previous night, I made sure I got up, whether I was sleeping up in the Ram or in our place. I made sure I got onto campus, and I ended up doing well the last 3 semesters. So to answer that one question, eventually I figured out how to work. And I'll tell you, best piece of advice I ever got in college was pretty soon before this was Dave Wilson said, Brian, beer tastes better when you're getting A's and B's. And I was like,
Brian Sullivan imparted that to me and to his little brother, Jeff Zachow, when I was a freshman and during our pledgeship. And I don't think Jeff ever had the issues that I did. But he was right about that. And I was like, huh. And then I think he also was the one who broke down what classes cost per class and then was like, so you just took like $180 nap and instead of going to class. And I went, what? He's like, you paid $180 for that nap. And I said, I don't understand what. And then he broke it all down. I was like, oh. I was like, wow, my dad would be so mad at me.
Yes.
But also academic probation. And then sophomore year, I took one semester off and worked at Petty's Pizza and knew that after seeing some of the local populace of Orono and Old Town delivering to their abodes, knew that I had to get back in school pronto. Because they were not the thriving metropoli of Boston or wherever else. There were some pretty interesting spots, especially down by the Orinoco. You know, there were apartments above the Orinoco.
Yeah.
I remember going into one and someone had tacked a Frosted Flakes box to the wall like art, like it was a picture. And I was like, oh, Frosted Flakes? Like, yeah, Tony. I went, well, yeah. And then I delivered the pizza and left. And said I think that was the moment. That was the going to Jerusalem moment where I said I gotta do something different.
I think we didn't go club. I think for the most part, we would get really excited to have people over or to go someplace. Yeah. Then we would try to flirt with a girl and then realize it didn't work. And then we'd end up with you and me and a couple other dudes in a car.
Right. But once I found some of the English professors that I made a connection with, I wanted to go hear what they had to say, and I started paying attention.
Yeah.
But freshman year, I was not a good student.
I do think a story that Sid would enjoy was were you there when we did the Slee Stacks Club?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. In the dark.
Would be drinking all through a day.
Yep.
Without ever going outside.
Yes.
Yes. And if somebody opened the basement door,
and light would come in
and throw stuff at them. You might have to look up what a Slee Stack is.
So. Yeah, I think CJ may have been the captain of that event.
You're correct. Well, he was always an inspiration.
Right. Well, because he was an economics major who didn't even have to go to class because he knew everything. He's like, God, don't you get it? It's so easy. I was like, no, CJ, I don't get it. It's really hard. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So on to the important business.
Yes.
Do you have any predictions about the NFL postseason?
How can I mean? First of all, you know I'm terrible at that. Secondly, um, boy, no. And I don't even really have, other than the Pats, any teams that I'm really rooting for. But I think Seattle and Denver are the two toughest teams.
Yeah, I would agree. Are you buying this Trevor Lawrence business? Do you think he's the guy? I mean, what the
I don't
heck?
think that, he
13
doesn't
and
have people
4?
around him.
I don't
I don't think
either.
Etienne, he's okay. Don't they have the guy who used to play for the Pats? Jacoby Myers, I think, plays for.
Right.
Doesn't he play for them?
But I mean, look, their division is Colts, Texans, and the Titans. And I know the Texans have come out of nowhere. They might be the sleeper group.
I don't know.
Did they beat the Colts today?
Yeah.
I had to go. Emma had a soccer game, and I left before it finished. Did they beat them? Because when I was looking, it was like 27-26 Colts, and that new kid Riley had a heck of a game.
Yeah, he was great.
If I'm Jones, I might be a little nerved up.
Yeah.
About it.
Oh, that guy just got himself at least a backup job.
Right?
5 or 10 years.
I don't know. I would love to say that the Pats could make the big game, but I think all roads are going to go through Denver, as you said. And boy, man, after last night, I didn't know the Seattle D was so great, because I thought every time I looked at them, it was just like a back and forth, high point scoring games. But boy, they looked incredible last night.
Jeff just texted me and said, Brian, you may have jinxed them. So I don't know if things are going well for the Pats right now.
Well, they're still up 14-7.
Oh, all right. Good.
So I don't.
All right.
But
all right.
Possible, I suppose.
I got to throw this last thing in here.
Yep, I'm in.
All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. So for those of you who know our dog Skeeter, we had to put him down on Friday. And there are a few things that I just wanted to mention about it. One is why we got him, and we got him when our family was going through a pretty powerful time of grief, and he saved us.
And if it's all right for me to say, you were hesitant at the beginning.
Oh, absolutely.
But that dog turned you, and you learned to love that dog, and that was evident and obvious.
Yep. They keep you involved in life. And that's the amazing thing. Like, they don't. You can do the same thing with them every single day. They're not like ungrateful children like all our kids are. You know, and like, oh, we've done this already. Dog will do the same thing every day and be jamming. And I made Jonna made a deal with me. She said, I'll never make you walk him. And she really did. She kept her word. She never really did, guilt me or make me, but of course. And I just got to tell this one story when I knew that I loved Skeeter. He was sitting in the passenger side next to me in our old Jeep, and we're at a 4-way intersection. And I look over to the right, and there's this guy waving me on, and I don't like that because, of course, he was parked before. He was there, and I pulled up, and he waves me on. And I'm like, ugh. And then I start going, and he pulled out, and Skeeter's face went right up against the windshield because I had to stop so fast. I unleashed a torrent of profanity at that man out my window that could have been heard for blocks. And then I just went over and petted him, tried to make him feel better, and that was like, oh, yeah, I'm pretty.
If that's what it took, that's what it took.
Adversity. No story. Anyway,
they're. I don't understand people who aren't dog people. And I will just leave it at that. I know some people have bad experiences with certain dogs, certain breeds, etc. But I don't understand people who are just vehemently not dog people. But I'm sure there are tons of things about me that people don't understand or whatever. But we've had dogs since I was very little, and Sarah and I have had 3 dogs together, and they're just wonderful in every way. And they're messy, and they make you do things, and sometimes they cost money, and blah blah blah. But worth every nickel.
And I sent young Daniel the picture of Maple. That one where she's sitting with her paws out on either back paws out on either side of her front paws. That's just not fair.
It's
it is ridiculous.
And she's pretty amazing.
The one thing that I discovered though with this sadness was seeing other dogs though makes me happy. Like, you know, it's not like, oh, you know, you get to have a dog, but like it's interesting. It's not like any kind of sadness I've experienced. You know, I always think of like if I lost something and I see someone else has it, that would bother me somehow. But with dogs, I'm just psyched that there are dogs around doing what they do.
Because you know that they are providing that same kind of thing, the solace that we all seek to their people. In some fashion, and as much work as they are, you know, and I already mentioned it, but it bears repeating that, you know, you gave him a hell of a life and 2 places to do it and lots of outdoor time and active and supportive and loving. And that's all a brother wants.
Yeah, no, you're right.
That's all a brother wants. And that doesn't make anything easier, and there's no shortcut through it, but, you know, he lived a better life because of you.
Yeah, thank you.
And that's an important thing to think.
Right.
And I would welcome anyone who wanted to share any of their own dog stories. If you want to reach out to either one of us in between now and the next, love to hear it.
You know, I think that's what I'm going to do when I retire. Walk dogs.
You know, Adams has a business doing that right now.
Does he really?
Adam has a business in Sudbury that he's doing that right now. He hasn't told me all the details, but he said, I got a loyal clientele and I love doing it. And, you know, he's always been great with dogs since Jake way back when.
Oh, yeah.
And his other dogs that I knew. So I think it's fantastic. He seems really happy about it. So
I love
terrific.
It. All right.
It's Adam McEwen in Sudbury. If anybody's looking for a dog sitter, walker, etc.
Yeah.
If I had his number, I'd give it to you, but I don't know anyway.
Yeah. My brother, thank you very much.
Indeed. Great seeing you.
And we will toast our beloved animals. And I hope you have a great day. We'll probably not for 3 weeks, right?
What's happening?
Because in 2 weeks I'm coming to you.
That's correct. Oh, God, what if we were in the same room? Oh, but we don't have Dan.
We don't have Dan. Yeah, we need the engineer.
Yeah, or I mean, I could. I'm flexible, so we can talk about that, whatever. But I could do it another time. We'll see what the public demands.
All right,
all right, my brother Daniel. Take care. Thank you again, and big love coming at you, brother. Big Skeeter love coming at you.
Have a great night.
You as well.